I want you to look down to your feet. Look at your feet and tell me, what are you wearing?
No shoes.
No shoes. Very good.
A bathing suit.
Can you repeat, please?
A bathing suit.
A bathing suit. Now, is that body male or female?
Female.
Female. Young or old?
Young.
Young. Very good. Very good. Look at your skin. What color is it?
White.
White. Very good. Do you have any ornaments in your arms or head?
No.
No. Very good. Now take a look around you. Where are you? What is this place?
The driveway where I grew up.
Your driveway where you grew up? And what is your name there?
Patty.
Very good, Patty. Good. What is happening? Is anybody there with you?
My dad's in the pool.
My dad is in the pool. Good. And how do you feel there?
Upset.
Can you repeat?
Upset.
Upset. Why are you upset, Patty?
He wants me to make him a drink.
He wants you to make him a drink. How old are you?
7, 8.
I see. Okay. So he's asking you to make him a drink. What else is happening?
My brother's there.
My brother is there.
Watching TV.
Watching TV.
My mom's making dinner.
My mom is making dinner.
Inside.
Inside. So are you going to make a drink for your dad?
Yes.
Go ahead and make it for him. What drink are you making?
Martini.
Martini. Just make it for him.
Sometimes I put water in it
You putting some water in it?
so he doesn't know.
He doesn't know. And why are you putting water in it?
So he doesn't get mean.
Okay. Does he get mean when he drinks? Okay. Just go ahead and take his drink. Let me know when you are with him.
Okay.
Very good. Now, giving his drink, what is he telling you?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Let me talk to Bob for 1 second. I want you to lend him your mind and lips. 3, 2, 1, change. Bob, good morning. Are you Patty's dad? Are you Patty's dad?
Yes.
Yes, I see. Okay. Bob, where are you now? What are you doing? You're in the pool. I see that your little girl is handing you a drink. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you something, Bob. Do you think it's appropriate to have a kid prepare an alcoholic drink for you?
Who cares?
Who cares? It seems that Patty cares, but she's upset about it. Have you asked her?
No.
No? Why don't you ask her what she feels and how she feels when she has to make a drink for you? Ask her, she's listening.
Why does it bother you?
Patty told you that. Why does it bother you?
It changes you. You get mean and hurt me.
It changes you, you get mean, and you hurt her. Is that true, Bob?
I guess.
You guess. So let me ask you a question. Why do you have to drink so much?
Angry.
And what are you angry about?
Job, my life.
Are your job, right? Does Patty work with you?
No.
No. So since she doesn't work with you, she's not the reason why you get upset at work, right? Who do you get upset with at work?
People, computers.
People, computers. So it's interesting because you get upset with them, and instead of picking it on them, taking on them, you take it on your kids. Does that make sense?
I guess so.
Does that make sense, right? What do you feel when you drink?
Escape from everything.
So you numb yourself, so you don't feel.
Yes.
Yes. But when you numb yourself, you start acting weird. You start acting mean. And this is hurting your kids. Have you ever thought about that?
No.
No. What are you telling, or what are you showing little Patty when you're asking her to make you a drink every time you're upset? When she grows up, every time she's upset, she knows that the solution is to have a drink or to have a pill. She's gonna learn that in order not to be upset, she needs to numb herself to avoid reality, just the way you're doing now. You see?
My dad did it.
Your dad did it. And was your dad happy?
No.
No. Are you happy?
No.
So it doesn't work, you see? It helps you, or you think it helps you momentarily. But in the end, when the alcohol wears out, you feel even worse. Right or wrong?
Right.
Right. So now that you know this, now that you know that alcohol is not the solution, now that you know that numbing yourself is not the solution, what do you want to tell your little girl that is afraid? She's afraid because every time you drink, you become a different person. You become mean. What do you tell her when you're drunk?
Bad things to her.
Bad things. Patty, what does your dad tell you when he's drunk?
Stupid.
He calls you stupid? So, Paul, do you think Patty is stupid?
No.
No. So why do you call her that?
I don't know.
You don't know. You see, you're calling her stupid, and the one that is acting stupid is you. Because you are trying to avoid your problems by drinking alcohol. You're not realizing that what you're drinking is water. Your daughter is smart enough to know how to water down your drink. so he doesn't get that drunk. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, sometimes I yell at her.
See?
Think she knows better. No kid tells me what to do.
Right, but she does know better because she knows that you become a different person. You become somebody you are not, you see? So she's trying to do something nice to you. She's trying to avoid you getting drunk because she needs a dad. She just needs somebody to take care of her and tell her how much you love her, and tell somebody to tell her how smart she is. Have you ever thought about that?
No.
No. So now that you know, what do you want to tell her now?
She is my princess.
She is my princess. Tell her how beautiful, how smart she is.
You are beautiful. You're not dumb.
Mm-hmm. Good.
I don't like scaring you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Patty, do you want to forgive your dad for being ignorant? He doesn't know what he's doing. He thinks that the solution to avoid suffering is by drinking alcohol. He doesn't know better. Do you want to forgive him?
Yes.
Yes. Put forgiveness in your heart and in your mind. And now, Paul, let me ask you a question. You and Patty chose to be together in this life, and she had to experience that from you. You calling her names, you insulting her, you becoming a mean person. What is the learning for her behind all this? You're a spirit now. You're in the spirit world now. So as a spirit, you can see what's the learning for her behind all this.
Self-esteem.
Self-esteem. Very good. That makes complete sense. And in order for somebody to learn about self-esteem, what do they need to experience first? If I need to know what the day is, I need to know what night is first, right? So if she needs to learn about self-esteem, what is she supposed to feel first or experience first?
No self-esteem.
No self-esteem. And who is been taking care of that? What role do you play in this? How do you think she's been feeling whenever you call her names and make her feel like she was not good enough? How was she feeling?
Putting her down.
Mm-hmm. But now explain to her, what is she supposed to learn from her?
You need to learn to have tough skin.
Mm-hmm. Self-esteem also. What does it mean to learn self-esteem? To love herself?
To know that she's beautiful.
That she's beautiful, she's smart. She's none of the things you have been telling her she is all that time. So that she's learning that now. Explain to her that that is what you had to do, that that is what you volunteered to do when you reincarnated with her. Explain that to her.
I was meant to help you feel better about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And to have self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like I'm doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Okay. Now that since you're a spirit, Bob, want you to scan her body, and I want you to tell me what symptoms that self-esteem issue caused on her. Whatever she was experiencing from you became a repressed emotion, and that became a symptom. How is she, how is that manifesting physically on her body now as she gets to be 50?
Her heart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What else?
The way she treats herself.
She should treat herself?
The way she treats herself.
Mm-hmm.
Should
You
be
see?
better.
Okay. So just explain to her that there's no need for that. She doesn't need to be sick anymore. That she needs to treat herself better because this was her learning.
Don't be sad. You needed to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Be happy.
Just be happy. It's like when we went to school, sometimes we had a hard time. We had difficult, tough teachers who had to take tests, study at night, get up early in the morning. But it was a learning. So just keep the lesson and forget about the emotion. Now, Bob, since you're a spirit now, can we call for help so we can make her body feel better? Is there any light being around you that can help us?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Who is with you?
Guide.
Mm-hmm. Whose guide? Your guide or her guide?
Hers.
Hers. Okay. So, is it possible to talk to her guide? Can we ask for permission?
Yes.
Yes. So, with your permission, I would like to talk to you, and I'm speaking to the guide. Can I address you by your name? Do you have a name?
No.
No, no name. Okay, good. So, we're helping Patty today, and we know that a lot of the stuff that she's physically feeling when she's 50 started back then with self-esteem issues. What would you like to tell her? What does she need to remember? What was she not supposed to forget when she reincarnated?
It's just to learn.
Mm-hmm. This is just for her to learn.
It's just a lesson. She gets too caught up in it.
Mm-hmm.
Thinks too much about it.
Mm-hmm.
Needs to let it go.
Mm-hmm. Good. Can you help us make her feel better today? And I'm speaking about her body.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Can you please let me know how you're doing it? Am I allowed to keep asking you questions as you do it?
I put love and light in her heart.
Mm-hmm. Very good. What color is that light?
Green.
Green. Mm-hmm. Good. And as you're putting green light in her heart, can I keep asking you questions?
Yes.
Okay. How many lives has she been trying to learn about self-esteem?
12.
12 lives? Mm-hmm. So it would be a good idea for her to finish that learning in this one.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Good. Now, she has this this disorder with her tissue. What is causing it?
It's just a genetic thing.
Excuse me?
A genetic thing.
Genetic thing, okay.
It's not past life. It
It's
just
not-
happened.
Just happened. When she chose this body that she has now, before reincarnated, did she as a spirit know, did she know she was going to have this condition?
Yes.
Okay. Why have she chosen that condition? What does she have to learn from it?
To concentrate on the love in her heart.
Mm-hmm.
We saved her.
You saved her? Okay, you guys saved her. Can you explain to her so that she knows and remembers how?
When the heart started to fail, she almost died and we saved her.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to learn the lesson.
She needs to learn the lesson. And because she's feeling that disorder and that issue in her heart, she feels that she has no energy and I don't want to say that she's not able to leave the house and do things, but she tends to stay home and not go outside and not enjoy this world and many activities that she can involve with. What can you tell her about that? How can we help her be more active?
Life is a gift.
Life is a gift. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this question. Do victims in this world exist?
No one's a victim, but they play victim.
Mm-hmm. No one is a victim. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I guess I know the answer, but if you can say it so that she listens and she understands and people who might be watching this video understand why there are no victims in this world.
Because we choose. You choose these
Mm-hmm.
situations to grow.
Mm-hmm.
She gets stuck on it too much.
Mm-hmm.
Thinks too much. She needs to just let it go.
Let it go.
Think anymore. She just spends too much time thinking about it and remembering.
Thinking about what we call past.
Yes.
A time does not exist.
She replays it.
Mm-hmm. She replaced it.
She replays past hurts in her head.
Mm-hmm.
And she needs to let it go.
Let it go.
More love in her heart for that.
Okay. Good. So let's go ahead then. Let's continue putting green light in her heart. Just making her remember that this lesson is what she chose according to what you're telling me. That is a confirmation. And her dad just said that this is a role he had to play to help her learn about self-esteem. So we can ask Patty how many more lives is she willing to spend in learning just one lesson, self-esteem.
It's done.
Is done. Perfect. Thank you very much. before we say goodbye and I continue working with her, is there anything you want to tell her? She's listening now, she's remembering now. What do you want to tell her?
Focus on nature, the beauty of everything.
Mm-hmm. Focus on nature.
Just the beauty in everything and a gift in it.
Mm-hmm. To get out of the house.
Yes, and get in nature.
Mm-hmm. Good. Can I ask for any advice from me?
If she gets out, she'll make friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll make her happier.
Okay.
She can do things
Okay.
and find her passion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she's been talking about he wants to know about her life purpose. What would you say? Is she allowed to know what her purpose is? And I know this is a tricky question, but I just want her to hear that from you.
There's work with her with children.
Mm-hmm.
Find that.
Mm-hmm. Work with children?
Young children.
Mm-hmm.
She can understand them because
Okay.
they still remember.
Mm-hmm. They still remember what about their past lives?
Yes, and the reason they're here.
And the reason they're here. Mm-hmm. So when we're kids, when we're born and we're little kids, we still remember. And we
Yes.
start forgetting them. Good. Is it possible to have any advice from me?
She could be some sort of a teacher's aide to work with the kids.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Do you think we need to visit any past lives or any other memories at this time?
No.
No past lives. Okay. Good. So thank you again for your time and for the connection. I'll keep working with Patty now. Right? So Patty, now that you know what you guys said, this is all learning, this is all lesson, and you face that situation with your father to learn self-esteem. Because when you need to learn self-esteem, you need first to feel the opposite. So that's what you dad volunteered for, to make you feel the opposite. And during your whole life, you've been feeling that. So you ready to forgive your dad?
Yes.
Yes, good, forgive. And now I am going to put my hand on your chest. And I want you to put all those emotions of little Patty, put them in my hand. We'll remove them. Any tears, if you want to cry, let it go, let it all out. You don't need them anymore. Let me know when you're ready. And I'll remove those emotions.
Okay.
Good. Bye sadness, bye gone. You feel lighter and lighter, lighter and lighter. Bye, gone. Very good. Now that we have removed those emotions that you were carrying all these years, I see an empty space in that area. What would you like to put instead? And put something beautiful. What would you like to put?
Happiness.
Happiness. Put happiness in your heart and in your mind. And from now on, every time you remember about any of those events where you were learning about self-esteem, how to love yourself, and then remember about that happiness. Very good. And now we're drifting and floating now. I want you to drift away. And as I touch your arm, I want you to go deeper down, deeper within. Very good. I want you to drift and float. And look for whatever you need, memory in this life or a past life. Let your subconscious take you back in time. Drift and float as I count. 5, 4, back in time. 3, 2, 1. You're there now. That place where you are, is it day or night?
It's night.
It's night. What is happening?
I don't know, I can't see anything.
Good. It's night and I cannot see anything, but you can feel, you can hear, you can sense. Use all your senses. Feel your body. Are you young or old?
Young.
Young. Now touch your body. If you don't see, just touch it. Feel it. What are you wearing?
Jeans.
Shirt. Right there, I want you to feel your emotions. Connect with your heart. What are you feeling?
Alone.
Alone. So I'm going to speak to your subconscious that knows the answer. Why do you feel alone?
I have no one to play with.
Can you repeat?
I have no one to play with.
You have no one to play with. And how do people call you there?
Patty.
Patty.
4 eyes.
Patty 4 eyes? Can you repeat that?
Or they'll call me 4 eyes because of my glasses.
Who calls you 4 eyes?
The kids in school and on my block.
I see. That's interesting. And how do you feel when they call you that?
It hurts. My glasses are ugly.
But when you wear your glasses, you get to see better. I want you to, have you studied history at school?
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed that the smartest people on earth wear glasses? And maybe talk to your mom, and whenever she wants to choose which doctor to take you to, the ones that wear glasses are the ones that look smarter, more interesting. Have you ever thought about that?
No.
No. And some, that some kids might not be, maybe they are not able to see the blackboard, but they don't see anything because they are ashamed of wearing glasses. Are you able to see the blackboard now?
Yes.
Yes. What do we use to see the stars? What is it called? Telescope?
Yes.
And what is a telescope? What kind of glasses, lenses that we use? Without telescopes, we will have not been able to learn that much about stuff. What's more, in the future they will build a huge telescope with a huge lens in order to see other planets. So what I'm trying to say is that wearing glasses, wearing those lenses, is going to allow people to see things better, to learn more, to pick up on more details. Those are what the glasses are for. But then you have a different type of sight. You have your spiritual eyes. And using your spiritual eyes, you can see people's soul and their heart and their intentions, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to go to the moment when you have a friend calling you four eyes. Go there. I am going to activate your spiritual vision, kind of like an X-ray thing. Gonna activate it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I want you to take a look at that kid. Who's in front of you?
Boy.
A boy. Now check his spirit. What do you see? What do you sense from that spirit, that energy?
Just thinks he's funny.
He thinks he's funny. So he's being naive. He thinks he's funny. Do you think that is funny, calling somebody four eyes?
No.
No. What is his name?
Thomas?
Thomas. Let me talk to Thomas for a second. 3, 2, 1, change. Thomas, good morning. Are you Patty's friend?
Yes.
Yes. Thomas, good question. Are you a mean person?
No.
Are you a bad kid?
No.
Do you like hurting people?
No. I just like making fun of people.
You're just making fun of people. Right. So you're not doing it with bad intentions.
Her glasses are funny. They make her eyes look big.
Okay. So, does that give you the right to hurt people's feelings? Do you know what she feels when you call her names?
Just kind of fun.
Oh, do you think it's fun? Ask her what she feels when you call her stupid things like that. Ask her.
How does it make you feel?
Go ahead and tell her, Patty.
It hurts. My glasses are embarrassing, and it makes it worse when you say things about them.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever thought about that?
I had to have surgery on my eyes. That's why I wear these.
Mm-hmm. Do you know that, Thomas? Do you know about that?
No.
No. Have you ever thought that what you're telling her now is going to affect her? Because how old are you now, Thomas? More or less.
11.
11. Have you ever thought that what you're telling her now, that name you're calling her now, might be affecting her when she gets to be 50 years old?
No.
Can you believe that somebody is being affected with one stupid thing that you said to them for all those years? Maybe,
They're just funny looking.
but that's what you see and that's what you think. But for her, it's not funny. For her, is a reminder of the surgery. It's a reminder of she's having issues with her eyes. So you're hurting her feelings. So knowing that, Thomas, do you want to apologize to her?
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Right. Besides, Thomas, in the future, we're going to invent something called computers. And everybody at work is going to use those things called computers they have like screens like TVs. And you need to work in front of them for at least 8 hours. So you will see in the future a lot of people wearing glasses just to be able to work in front of those computers for hours, just to be able to read those letters on the screen for hours. So she's just getting ahead of us. She's just worrying that now so she doesn't have to worry about that in the future, you see?
Okay.
Okay. So I apologize. She's listening to you.
I didn't know it hurt you. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. Patty, do you want to forgive Thomas for being ignorant? Because he didn't mean to do that. He was ignorant. He didn't know he was hurting your feelings.
I forgive him.
Okay, very good. Put forgiveness in your heart and in your mind. And now do you think that 11-year-old girl is the same woman that is laying here in this recliner? Let's think about it. Your hair, you grew up and you cut it many times. Your teeth, they grew up. If I put your teeth on that girl's mouth, they're not gonna look good. Your skin, we regenerated many times. Your blood. So literally, that girl doesn't exist anymore. You see? Is it worth it to keep a sadness from a girl that doesn't exist?
No.
No, not anymore. Should we remove it? She will remove that shame, that sadness?
Yes.
Yes. Besides, remember, your guide has been telling you have to learn about self-esteem. Your dad said it too. So this is another lesson. This is an opportunity for you to learn about self-esteem, to know how much you're worth, to know that you're not the glasses, that you're Patty, you're a spirit, that you're perfect, and you're a beautiful girl. I'm going to put my hand on your chest. I want you to put that sadness, that shame, whatever you're feeling there. You let me know when you're ready and we'll remove it.
Okay.
Okay? Bye sadness, bye shame, bye gone, bye low self-esteem. Removing, and you feel lighter and lighter. Very good. And now I see an empty spot there where that sadness, where that shame was. What would you like to put instead?
Pride.
Put pride, of course. Put that in your heart and in your mind. And that reminds me about a competition that took place a little bit over 50 years ago. In that competition, millions of competitors were going to compete, and only one was going to win. And the other ones were not only going to lose, but they were going to lose their lives. In that competition, people had to be smart, fast, know about strategies, go through dark tunnels, with spaces, be brave, be courageous, and only one won. Do you remember who that was? Just think about it. A little bit over 50 years ago. You, when you were spermatozoid that went into your mother's body, you won. You are a champion, and you have forgotten about that. When you were a little embryo, You don't scream, so you won. Just remember, reactivate those genes of a champion that you have. And as a prize, they give you a top of the line vehicle. Priceless. It's a vehicle that can go over the land, under the water. You can give it any kind of fuel and it will work, and there's no fuel, you give it grass and it will still work. If it breaks down, it fixes itself. This body, which is perfect, you want this body to be in this planet, learning, experiencing. It's a perfect body. And you are the commander of this body. You know that in the Middle East, there is this guy that is a millionaire. He's missing a left arm. And he's putting an ad on the newspaper saying, I will pay whatever they ask me for somebody to sell his or her left arm. How much would you sell your left arm for? It's just your left arm. You can ask for every amount of money you want. How much would you sell your arm for?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't, right? There's another guy from India, has a tech business, millionaire. He's looking for a left leg. He's saying, I'm willing to give anybody any amount of money they ask me for a left leg. How much would you sell your left leg for?
Nothing.
Nothing. So that means that you're a millionaire, priceless. You have this body that has no price, it's priceless. And there's people that cannot see. One of people that want to see their kids and they can't because they don't have eyes or they're blind. People that want to see nature and they can't. People that want to see their grandkids, their husbands, their wives, and they can't because they're blind. They cannot see. And there are some other people that have 2 arms, 2 legs. They have eyes, yes. Maybe they needed some fixing, but they're able to see. And they felt ashamed because of sunglasses, because of some stupid name that a kid decided to call them. Does that make sense?
No.
Does it make sense?
No.
So from now on, I want you to send a lot of love to your eyes and a lot of love to this body. You are the commander of this vessel. You love this vessel. You take care of it. Never feel ashamed, because this is what's going to take you until the time this vessel dies in this planet, to learn, to evolve. This body is perfect for you. It is meant to be the way it is, with its good things and some challenging things and maybe limitations, and even with heart problems. You chose it for a reason. You needed to experience limitations for a reason. What a better way to learn about self-esteem than choosing a dad calling you things, than being in school for your classmates who call you things, than wearing big glasses that make your eyes look big, than having a heart condition that doesn't allow you to go out of the house as much as you want to. You chose that body in a smart way. This body serves your purpose for learning. Why complain about it? Why being sad about it? Why feeling ashamed about this perfect body? You see, it's like soldiers. When they go to the desert, they need to wear a specific type of uniform, camouflage. When they go to the jungle, it's different. We adapt to whatever needs that environment needs. This is what you needed to learn about self-esteem in this life, you see?
Yes.
Let's remove that shame of your eyes and the glasses. Let's remove that sadness about your heart. Let's remove that. As you feel lighter and lighter, remove. Very good. What would you like to put in this empty space where all those feelings and emotions were?
Joy.
Joy. Very good. Joy. And I want you to put a lot of love for your body. Love your body. In order to give love to others, you first need to give love to yourself. Learn how to love yourself. There we go. And in order to love this body needs the sun, needs to be in contact with nature, needs the energy, needs to be grounded, walking in nature barefoot. There we go. And now with that understanding and with that forgiveness and with all that love in your body, let's go ahead and travel back in time and space. Again, go wherever you need to go. As I count. 5. Drift and float. 4. Float and drift. 3, 2, 1. You're there now. In that place where you are, is it day or night?
I think it's night. I'm inside.
Mm-hmm. Very good. What is happening?
I'm alone sitting at the table crying.
I'm alone, sitting at the table, crying. Mm-hmm. How old are you, more or less?
24.
Mm-hmm. 24. And why are you crying?
Russell told me he wasn't attracted to me anymore.
Mm-hmm. Russell told me he wasn't attracted to you anymore. Okay.
I thought by moving things would be different, but it's not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is Russell there with you?
No, he's at work.
Mm-hmm. He's at work.
He works nights.
I see. I want you to go forward. Move forward to the time he gets home. Move forward. You let me know when he's home.
He's home. He's gonna go to bed and I'm gonna go to work.
Mm-hmm. I want to talk to him for a moment. Go ahead and stand in front of him. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. I just want to talk to him. 3, 2, 1, change. Russell, good morning. Are you Patty's husband?
Yes.
Okay, Russell, how's your relationship with Patty?
Boring.
Boring? Mm-hmm. What's boring about it?
It's just the same.
Is it the same?
Day in, day out.
Right, but that's normally what happens when you get married. You see the same person day after day after day. That's the whole purpose of marrying somebody, to be with that person, supposedly for the rest of our lives. So what's boring about that?
It's just not like it was when we first met. It's just different.
Of course, you're getting older. You're growing up. You're facing challenges. Everything is going to be different. Of course. Could you imagine how boring it would be for the same thing, same situation, no learning, no evolution, right? It's got to be, this is about learning and evolving. It's got to be different. So that's not a point. What else is going on?
She's just always sad. She's so freaking sensitive.
Ah, interesting. Have you asked her why she's sad?
That's her parents. Just so sick of it.
Is her parents?
It's just always the way they treated her growing up. It's just it's so annoying for me. I don't know what to do anymore. Just
I see. So what you're telling me is that she has been learning all that time. That's the lesson she chose in this life, to learn about self-esteem and not to pay attention to that. So that's her learning. What are you learning? Hold on, let me ask Patty. Patty, what part of Russell bothers you that he does over and over and over and that you're tired of?
it's just he makes fun of me, and he's just so arrogant and rude, and makes rude comments, and doesn't understand how much it hurts. And I'm tired of him making fun of me for just being the way I am.
Okay, great. No, I want you to do an exercise, Patty. I am going to count from 5 to 1, and I want you to go back to the spirit world, to the time you were planning your reincarnation as Patty. 5, 4, 3, go up, 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 2, up, 1. You're there now. I want you to feel, sense yourself being a spirit. I want you to be at the time you're planning your reincarnation. Whatever gets to your mind, just open your mind. I want you to remember what you're choosing to learn when you reincarnate as Patty. What comes to your mind?
Confidence. Standing up for herself.
Okay, good. Right in the spirit world, I want you to imagine, feel, sense that you're speaking to the spirit of who's going to be Russell when you reincarnate as Patty. Let me know once you feel it, sense it, or see it.
Okay.
So, I want you to tell Russell, that spirit that doesn't have a different name, the spirit world has a different name. Tell him about what you need to learn.
You need to lift her up, not put her down. She needs to learn self-esteem.
She needs to learn self-esteem. So now I'm talking to Russell's spirit. So Russell, if she needs to learn about self-esteem, what do you have to make her feel?
The opposite. So if I put her down.
Exactly, right? So you guys are going to have a contract. That's what you're going to do. You're volunteering for that. Is that going to be easy for you, Russell?
No.
No, but it has to be done. Right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's go both back to the body. You're in the house now. So now I'm talking to Russell, incarnated. So Russell, now I want you to remember that this is what you planned. This is what you had to do so that she can learn self-esteem. That's a pattern in her lives. And as a matter of fact, she's been spending the last 12 lives trying to learn this lesson. Now, I want you to be honest with me. Are you moving away because she's not attractive, or you're not attracted to her? Or you're moving away because this is part of the lesson where she will continue learning about self-esteem, loving herself?
It's part of the lesson.
Part of the lesson. Okay. So I just want you to tell her that.
This will help you in the long run to build up your self-esteem.
Very good. Hey, Patty, knowing that this is something that he volunteered for and that you asked because he's helping you learn. Your dads were helping you. Your classmates were helping you at school. Are you ready to forgive?
Yes.
Good. Forgive and replace. Remove that emotion. I want to put my hand on your chest. Just remove that emotion. Keep the learning. Okay. Removing. You feel lighter. Lighter now. Removing. Very good. That's it. What would you like to put in this empty space where that emotion was?
Self-esteem.
Self-esteem. Put a lot of love in your heart and in your mind. Very good. Very good. And we're about to finish. I want you to go back to the time when you started taking pain pills. 5, 4, the first pill that you took. 3, 2, 1. You're there now. Tell me what is happening.
My friends are over.
My friends are at work. Mm-hmm.
No, they're visiting. They're over my house.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I took a pain pill before they came.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't feel pain. I just took it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was supposed to. Because I didn't have pain, I was feeling really good and happy.
Mm-hmm. So, you have a pill to feel happy, to feel normal.
It felt good.
And feel good. Now, so when you take a pill, this pill numbs any of those symptoms, right?
Yes.
Yes, so it doesn't allow you to feel. Now I want you to remember the time where you were preparing this martini for your dad. And as we were having this conversation with your dad, what was he taking that drink for?
To forget the pain.
Not to feel the pain, right? And you grew up learning from him to do that. Every time there's pain, I need to take something that helps me not to feel it. Pill or drink or whatever. So I'm going to ask your subconscious mind, is that what is causing you to take those pills? If you learned that from your dad.
Yes.
Yes. Knowing that actually we came here to this world, to this planet, to feel, to experience emotions, fear. We learn, we evolve through that. Yes, I know there's pain, physical pain, but that pain is caused by your emotions, and we've been taking care of your emotions. So I want you to replace that pill with happiness. Put happiness instead. No need to be numb. You need the opposite. You need to be sensitive. You need to feel. You need to experience. Just remove the pain with your heart. Love yourself. Know how much you're worth. Remember what you're here for. Remember how many times or lives you have been spending learning this lesson on how to love yourself, self-esteem. Put that in your heart. Remove all those emotions that do not serve your purpose. And with all those emotions, I want you to remain the pain, physical and spiritual pain. And I'm going to put like a magic balm, like an ointment on your body. And I just want you to put it all over your body now. Take it and put it all over your body. And that's going to eliminate the pain, physical and spiritual pain. regenerate cells, heal your body. Some people say that it feels like it's cold, some others feel it's warm, but regardless of how it feels, it's going to allow you to feel better and to replace those pills. You don't longer need those pills to numb your pain, because now that you understand your purpose and the reason why you chose this body and the reason why everybody you interacted with in your life volunteered for, to learn about self-esteem, to love yourself. There are no needs for pill now. Your body is like driving a car. When you drive in the car, how many times do you have to turn the steering wheel in order for the car to obey? Just once. You want the car to go to the right, you turn the steering wheel to the right and the car obeys, because you are the driver. With your body it's the same. You are the commander of this vessel. So if you give an order to your body that you don't have to feel pain anymore, your body has to obey. Just give it the order. Order your body not to feel pain, because you don't need to be reminded anymore about your lesson, because you already remembered.
I don't want any more pain.
Good. Just feel a wave of light and warmth all over your body, removing the pain, removing any symptoms. Very good. Very good. And now feeling this warmth, feeling this magic balm. I want to ask you if you feel you're ready to come back, or if there's anything else you want to work with.
No, I'm good.
You're good. All right. So I want you to go back to this beach. And I just want you to walk around that beach. Breathing in, breathing out, enjoying nature. Because that is what you're going to do from now on. Get out of your house and enjoy nature. Allow your body to sunbathe. And as you recharge your energies, disconnect any negative feelings, emotional thoughts that you don't need, that do not serve your purpose. And in a moment, I am going to start counting from 1 to 5. And as I count, I want you to start going up the stairs again. With each number that I count, you're gonna feel lighter and lighter, happier and happier now. 1, start going up, feeling wonderful, feeling refreshed. 2, keep coming up, disconnect feelings, emotions, thoughts. Forget whatever you need to forget, whatever doesn't serve your purpose. 3, keep coming up. From now on, no more pain, no more depression, no more self-esteem. You're gonna love yourself. From now on, you remember what you're here for. You remember how many times you have been spending learning this one lesson, how to love yourself. Today you're gonna take charge of this vessel, of this body. Love your body the way it is. Love yourself, because you're perfect, because you're beautiful, and because you're gonna love yourself. 4, keep coming up. From now on, every time you put your head on your pillow, you will sleep peacefully until the next day, unless you have any plans with a partner. But when you wake up every morning, you will feel totally rested, refreshed, super happy, ready to get up, get out of your house, conquer the world, experience this world that you came to enjoy. Go out to nature, work with kids, ready to come back. The happiest woman in the universe. 5, opening your eyes little by little. Welcome back. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. How long do you think you have been laying there for?
I don't know.
How long does it feel, more or less?
I don't know, half hour?
No, I would say like more like an hour and 25.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah. Do you remember everything we talked about?
Some of it.
Okay. Yeah, we have some missing time, so I'm gonna need to watch your video.
Okay.
There's nothing that personal, and even though you said at the beginning, I want to share my video, I'm gonna ask you again. It was a beautiful session. Would you like to share your video on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. So.
No, thank you.
Awesome. So, my name is Antonio Sangio. My website, antoniosangio.com. Sangio is Sangio. And we have Patty. Patty came from Mooresville, right?
Yes.
For the session.
Yes.
Good. Awesome. So thank you for allowing me to share your video. I'm going to stop this recording now. And it's there so people can see in the camera and a different view right there. Awesome. Going to stop now.